This was our first year taking the California Achievement Test for our homeschool. In the state of Minnesota, we are required to test our children once a year, and when we turn in our paperwork at the beginning of the year before October 1st, we have to claim what test we are going to give to our children that year. Testing is only relevant for children over the age of 7 by the beginning of the school year. There is a specific date with that, but I'll put that here. So I actually only had to test 3 of my children this year, and honestly, it went really well. Prior to this, we had done the Peabody test, which was excellent for young children. We had a lady in our area that would bring the children in one at a time and just talk to them, ask them questions, ask them basically to show her what they had learned. She had her guidelines, but the children just felt like they were sharing with an aunt what they had learned that year, and it went excellent. The price on that went a little bit up. My understanding is that the Peabody is kind of going out, and we decided to just try this other program, the CAT, and it was really good. Also, it's only $25.
You can actually get $5 off this test, making it only $20 when you click through the link below, which is a refer a friend, meaning that I will get $3 off my future tests as well. So thanks for considering that. And that goes for all the links down below, you guys. I really appreciate when you click through my affiliate links when you're shopping through Apologia or Generations or some of the other ones. It really helps me to be able to purchase curriculum for our homeschool and then continue to review it here on the channel. Thank you so much for doing that. You'll find other discount codes as well. Just take a quick look. Thanks.
The way that it works is you go online, purchase it per child. You select in the boxes what grade level you want, which you're supposed to select either if you're in the middle of the year when you take the test, that grade level, or if it's the end of your school year, then you would select the next grade level for your child. After that, you put it in your shopping cart for each child, you purchase it. Really easy. They send you an email in which you can access it with your code already set up and everything. It was super simple to use. We opened the program up. Because this was our first time, I had my oldest child do it first, sat him down, sat alongside with him as we kind of read through the things, figured out what we were doing, and then watched him do his first section. It is broken up into 3 categories: reading, math, and language. And then within those categories, there's 2 to 3 different tests. So I let my kids always pick which one they wanted to do next. And I think that that's a really smart way to do it, because then they feel a little bit more in control of it, and then especially starting with maybe a stronger suit for them to kind of boost their confidence that they can do this, that it isn't scary. Now, as soon as you're done with a section, you can go and look at the grades. So I should also say that we selected the online untimed test because that's allowed for us, and so that's what we did, which means the kids could do it at their own pace. We could spread it out and do it over numerous days or get it all done at once. I love this because I love the flexibility of that. I actually thought that my kids would probably do a section one day and then the next day do another section, but I think because it was so new and interesting to them, they decided to just get it all done at the same time. Well, my oldest did. He got it all done on day 1, and then my 9-year-old split it into 2 days, but they actually really did enjoy doing it, which is also a bonus to doing the test. When you open up whatever category that they are going to do, there is some sample questions. For my 9-year-olds, there was actually a button they could click where it would read the instructions in the sample to them. I don't remember my 11-year-olds having that option. It might have been there, but he never used it. For the others, it kind of just automatically started for most of theirs. So it takes you through 2 sample questions of how to answer it, what they should have selected, just to prep them and get them ready for how it was going to go. And then I just sat there to watch a couple of questions to make sure that they really understood what was going. And then I walked off to do the dishes while they sat on the computer finishing up that section. And then they would get up, kind of do something, go play for just a second, and then come back, get a snack, and then come back, just to break up the computer, looking at the computer time, and kind of clear their mind. Some of the sections had as few as like 25 questions, and I remember there was at least one math one that had like 75 questions. So they are all different lengths. Back to what I was saying before, you can look up the test results right away. As soon as you finish a section, you can go and see what the test results were. I know that other moms in my area don't necessarily like doing that for their kids. They don't tell their kids what their test results were because they don't want them to worry about it. I find that it's a really good thing to do because it's not mom saying, honey, you really need to put effort into this area. It's a computer telling them, hey, you're not quite where maybe you should be in this category, and the proof is right there. Also, I went over them with them. I found that it, like, again, boosted their confidence in just being able to like take the next one. Sometimes there's like a total score, right? And they wanted to boost that total score. And so the next one, if they did well on that, it would be there. Also, public schoolers see their grades all the time. So it's not like we're bringing our kids down. This is a very normal thing to know how you are scoring on something and see your results. I don't know. I gave my kids their test results and it turned out good. There were some things that they were struggling in, but that's okay. In the state of Minnesota, if you fall under the 30 percentile, you look this up yourself, but if you fall under the 30 percentile average, then you're supposed to seek help for how to do better with your kids in that category. But in Minnesota, we don't have to show our test results to anyone. It is merely just for the parent to know where your child is scoring. And honestly, my kids scored exactly where I knew that they would. As homeschool moms, being involved and interactive with our kids all the time, we know what their strengths are and what their weaknesses are. That's a benefit of homeschooling. Teachers need to test because they don't know all 20 of their students or more of their students, where they are, what they are understanding, what they aren't understanding. Tests are really to help the teacher know how to help the student more rather than criticizing the student or boosting their self-esteem even. They really are for the teacher to be able to do their job better. But my kids all fell exactly where I knew that they would because I know my students. The other benefit was we printed off the results and then the kids got to show their dad when he got home. And as the principal, as the father in the house, he got to really share with them how proud he was of them, and he kind of knows where they're at and maybe some areas that he could help them in just while he's interacting with them too. But mostly he just got to be like, this is really cool, good job, bud. And that was just really fun also. Let's see. Like I said, my twins, the 9-year-old, split it into 2 days. I think you could also split it into 3 days, or even one idea would be we're going to do one from each category today. So you're going to do one math, one reading, one language, and then move on. And tomorrow we'll do the next set. You could do all math one day and then not do math in your homeschool on that day. You could do one child a day, and then on the days that they aren't taking tests, the other kids just get a free play day. And so that's kind of exciting too. But the most beautiful thing is that you can tailor it to your homeschool and your family. If you are not required to take this test in your homeschool, honestly, I think it's kind of cool. And for $25 a student, it might be worth you trying anyway. It might be really good for you to see where they are at, for them to see, for them to get the experience of taking a test like this. Also, they were all multiple choice, just select the right one. And I don't do a lot of testing in our house. There are some curriculums that have like circle the right answer or fill in the blank. But we don't tend to do a lot of those in our house. And part of that is because my kids are like 5th grade and under up to this point too. But I think it's something worth considering. Now, however, we are just rolling over into our next school year. So I told the kids when they were done, good job, you've completed that grade, and off we go. If you would like to see more about how we homeschool year-round, you can click here. I'm going to have a follow-up to this video coming out really soon, so make sure that you are subscribed. And if you would like to see what we are going to be studying next, you can go ahead and well, that video will be coming out soon too, but you can click here to see more curriculum videos as well. Let me know if you guys have any other questions, and I'll see you soon. Bye.